because this is that number 4 wire. Like I said, I picked these battery cables up really cheap. So that's why I'm using them. It's number 4 wire, and that's what is recommended. So that's what we're using. Don't wander off too far. There's that. Now when I hook this other one in, I'm going to be hooking in the the battery monitor, because it claimed it needed to be attached to a negative battery lead. Let's see if it'll actually fit. This monitors the batteries to see if they're getting overheated. If the batteries are overheated or high temperature, it'll shut down everything. Of course, it will not fit, I think. I am just going to stick it in there and smash it. Later on, we're going to extend these wires to a more suitable location. I don't know, I may build the block battery house right here. It's in the shade. Well, we're starting to hook her up, putting the batteries in series, no, in parallel, because the Mighty Max cannot be put into series. So you can't build a 24-volt system, but it's supposed to be a reliable battery for a 12-volt. And that's what we're running here. All this is 12-volt, two 12-volt, 100-amp-hour batteries. You gotta make sure you get your battery connections tight. But don't strip them off. Okay. As long as these two wires don't touch, there will be no spark. You're supposed to have your battery pack together. Then you hook up the charge controller. Seems like awful big wires to go up in that hole, but evidently not. Now, according to the inverter manufacturer, there will be a spark when you hook these up. You know what, I'm just going to, these do not need to be joined. Run like this. That way I can lay one over there, and I'm not getting a good jolt. No spark this time. Good. Don't twist it off. There you go. Looks like I got a mess here, but I know where everything goes. According to all the videos I've watched, with your positive first, there's a easy to follow icons. You just plug it in where it says plus, minus, battery. I always like to hook up the plus first. Good. Hook up the negative. Good twist. It's easier to slide in. It's already reading 13.3 volts. Come on over and look at the voltmeter. That shows our battery at 13.3 volts. That's the 2 lithium-ion 100 amp hour Mighty Max 12 volt batteries. When we hooked them up, we have 13.3 volt. Next, we'll be hooking the array. And did you bring the wire strippers by any chance? This is what I believe to be the positive. But it does have a protect circuit in there, according to the instructions, stating that if you hook it backwards, it will protect itself. I'm going to hook up the plus for the PV, for the potential voltage. I think I'm just going to call it panel voltage. That's me. That's in good and solid. This is the negative wire coming from the dish or from the panel array. Go ahead and pan over to the panel. This is all the wire we had, so this is where the battery boxes go temporarily. Late in the day, if we get any charge, I'll be thrilled. With just 100-watt panels, I guess you could play with both wires at once. But I like to be careful. I don't like to get shot. That's why none of the wires were stripped when I brought them through the woods. All right, let's see what we got now. Zoom in real close on it. You'll see that the array is actually putting voltage in. See the arrow? Well, let me pull the tape off. If you look right here where the panel is, it shows voltage going in, shows voltage going out to the load. So there is voltage going to the batteries. Mode.
$13.2 amps.
Right now, what time is it? About 5:30? The sun is a glancing blow, and it's putting in 13.2 amps of power. Load is taking 0.1 amp. Otherwise, it's just charging the wires going to the power inverter. Now, if that ran for an hour, the amp hour would show how many amp hours we was putting in. Load, amp hour out, 0. Load off, 10 volt. So these batteries will, this whole system will shut down at 10.7 volts. I think I can change that since it is lithium ion. Oh, I just turned it off.
Don't turn it off. There you go.
I want to see how many, it's 13.5 volts going in, but I want to see how many watts. Helps if you plug it in, wired it up. 18 degrees Celsius, I need to get that into something that I understand. But it shows that we are generating power, so that's good. Some kind of black spider, hope it wasn't biting. I guess we'll have to let that set to see what the amp hours are. No load out. Just turned the power inverter on. Well, we're getting 13.8 volts to the battery.